Now, France will be taking control of the European Council's presidency tomorrow, the 1st of January. France's priorities during the 6-month term will include a bloc-wide minimum wage and stricter regulation of tech giants. French President Emmanuel Macron says he wants to make Europe stronger and more powerful. For more on this story, we can go across to Pierre Benazet standing by in Brussels. Pierre, what is France hoping to achieve as it assumes the bloc's rotating presidency?
Well, as always, the incumbent president has to set out an agenda, a number of goals, which have been summarized in the slogan that the French government and Emmanuel Macron have put forward. And essentially, the sovereignty and resilience part are the most striking of the priorities that France is putting on the table for this rotating 6 months presidency of the Council of the European Union. In terms of sovereignty, some goals are going to be easier to achieve than others. Let's take, for example, the strategic compass, the orientations for the next move for Europe in the short to medium term on geopolitical issues, on defense and the like. This has already been put forward by the German presidency 2 years ago, has been worked on by Josep Borrell, the High Representative for the European Union. So it's going to be swifter. It's going to take a swift adaptation in order to have this adopted at the beginning of the rotating presidency. The same is going to be, well, you can take the same for granted as regards the reform of the Schengen space. Some issues are going to be harder, i.e. the reform of the budgetary rules of Europe. And this is a number of presidencies, a number of priorities which have to have been worked on. And there are about 150 working groups in each of those. French ministers and the French government are going to have quite a lot of work in order to get things started if they want priorities to move forward.
Pierre, are there limitations to France's presidency of the European Council, considering we are going to be having presidential elections here in France this spring?
Yes, exactly. That's the fear, among others, from European MEPs here in Brussels and Strasbourg, saying that the real efficient period for the presidency is going to be maybe 75 days, because after probably mid-March or at the earliest mid-March, ministers will have to withdraw somewhat from the informal meetings, for instance. So there is a lot that the French have to kickstart if they want their presidency to be efficient. They want to move forward at a very fast pace. You're probably going to have quite a number of meetings on the agenda at the onset. And then afterwards, obviously, the presidential election in France is going to take its toll on the work on the European presidency. But some others say that obviously another goal of a rotating EU presidency is to look for a compromise on every topic, and not only on the priorities set out by the country which holds the presidency. So there are pros and cons there, and we'll have to wait and see until the middle of this presidency to see whether it's going to move forward at the pace that Emmanuel Macron has set.
We'll see what happens, Pierre. Thank you very much for that update. Pierre Benazet reporting there from Brussels.
Thank you.